Hi everybody, welcome back to Vintage Story episode 62 with me, Sid, where we have just returned from a trip out getting, getting a whole load of materials ready to go and start building a alternative drifter grinder, because the one that we built just didn't work. Let's not beat around the bush. It didn't work. So, no. Come on. I want a couple of stacks of that for starters. I've got a shovel. I'm going to need a pick. That one's not too bad. Well, it's pretty badly beaten, but it doesn't matter. We have got money and we've got the means to go ahead with this. So I have tested a design. I've also not eaten yet. Where's my food? There we go. And I've tested it. Believe it or not, it works, which was believe it or not, a great relief. Because otherwise this was going to be a very short episode, and potentially a very short life, because one of the downsides to this is if I screw this up, well, a bunch of corrupted, tainted and otherwise nasty drifter types are going to eat my face. So yeah, important lesson. So what we're going to do, I tried to test this with 4 sides of attack, and to be honest, 4 sides not really what I'm after. What I am after then is 1, 2, 3. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. What I'm after really is a means of filtering the drifters, getting them into the right place, getting them into in front of me where I can stab them with well, potentially a bronze spear, because the bronze spear is pretty good for what I want. Oh, hello. Let's just keep myself sensible for now. And oh man, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to come this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now the back corridor, I'm going to do the same, even though it's not going to be a thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, in testing, because as I say, I put this into a creative world. I did the due diligence. 1, 2, and 3. So I'd like this not to be a massive drop down. I ran 2 temporal storms, and I came out with about 3 temporal gears from 1 light temporal storm. None from the first one, but I had slight difficulties with it, so there are some plans on how to deal with all of this. But first things first, we need to excavate, which is probably going to knacker this shovel. And we'll get ourselves to a position where God, they sound terrifying. Anyway, yeah, that's not helping. So what we'll do is continue on. And I'll do a bit of digging until we've got this 3 deep. And I'll be back in a sec. And just like that. Yeah, just like that, mate. Yeah, this is never just like that. So the back wall is going to be solid. That is as much as that is the case, as is certainly the first 2 of that side. And that's all good. That works. I have got a slight issue, so I do need to get myself out of this pit from time to time. Right, what do I need? I need some loggage. You are going to be there and there. Now it's a real shame that this granite I can't break down into stone, because I'm going to need some things, but this works. This is a starting point. A log. What can we borrow? You'll work for me, I think. Bit of walnut. Well, you'll certainly do for 2 of the posts, the back post anyway. Not that these need to be like that. I could do them in stone. Should I do them in stone? No, let's go for pretty. Relatively pretty, you know, after all this is. This is a fairly simple structure. And I could do with a little bit more. I'm sure I've probably got some walnut stashed somewhere. Let's go and have a look, shall we? I'm going to need some wall. I'm going to need a lot of slabbage. So that's probably going to have to be... It's probably going to have to be sandstone, to be honest. Let's get... How are you doing? You're full. That stuff. I'm loath to get rid, just because. Well, just because. I don't need any more than that. Just because is as good in a reason as any. Logs. Yeah, give me 2 of those. Let's try and put those away. I don't know how I pick those up, but that's fine. Give me 1, 2, maybe 3 of those, and certainly 1 of those for the time being. I'm going to need a lot more of those though. Slabbage? No. We'll sort slabbage out in a minute then. Now, you probably noticed in the top corner that someone made a comment about a mod that shows me where I am. So I'm in spring, what the current temperature is. I need to have a look. There's further modifications to this mod, best I can tell. I've not really had a good chance to look at it, but again, this is part of learning the good stuff we've got going on here. And let's put a little bit of that in. That should do. Yeah, that's not going to work though, is it? No. Okay, let's try that again from the outside, shall we? So the premise of this trap relies on of this grinder relies on a pit that the drifters will walk into. Obviously, that's a key point. And once they walk into it, they get stuck in water streams which deliver them to... We've got more sheeps. Deliver them to a hatch where I can, or a corner specifically. The hatches don't seem to actually have that much effect, which was interesting in my opinion at the very least. What did I come over here for? Chisel. And I require a hammer in the offhand. Now I don't know if that's going to do any durability damage. We'll find out. I've not really paid much attention to the hammer. I mean, it probably will. It would make sense that it will. But let's continue with this. So the key here is this. This side bit. That's a 4x4, I think, is it? Yeah, 4x4. Or an 8x8, so we'll do that. And what I found was the drifters could get through the gap created by the fence post infrequently. They don't do it all the time, and it seems to be when they're in a swimming mode they crawl through and glitch through it. So the idea here is to go a little bit fatter than the fence post. So that's that. And now I need to make slabs. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 slabs, and also 11 trapdoors. Well, 11 plus 3 trapdoors actually. 14 trapdoors plus the one I've got. Yeah. So let me see what we've got and how we make the slabby jabbies. I mean, I could make them out of the wood. I don't think there's any particular reason to make this out of these, but let's have a look. If I want to make you, it's clay, and does it have to be fire? I suppose it doesn't matter. Two, 4, what did I say? 5 plus 16. 10. 16 of those. That's all good. I'm going to keep a stack of those stones about my person because we will want them. Those become verticals. Better get myself something to eat. fact, let's free up an inventory slot while we're at it, shall we? And going to need to cook up some bowls as well, because I want some light sources on this setup going forward. But right now, let's just get the basic structure in, and then obviously we need a roof and all the other good stuff. I am going to replace that with probably stairs if I've got them. I might use wooden stairs. Might not. But what I do know is my entrance is... Didn't I pick up some? I could have sworn I picked up those ladders. Oh well. So these will go like that, and then also like that on that side. Definitely made too many. I'm not entirely sure where that number came from now. Right, so I need to make myself some trapdoors and all the other stuff. So let me just go and do that, and I'll be back with you probably in the morning. I'm going to need a light source in this place, and I think I'm going to try a lantern. Just because I think it would be better. Oh well, hey, I've only got 3 animal fat, so I don't know whether I've got enough to make that. It takes an age to actually make the ceramic bowls anyway, although they're cheaper than the copper lantern. So kind of swings and roundabouts, but we've got the first copper on. I'll get the second one heated up in a moment to add to this one, and that should... This is getting close. So yeah, because we need to make basically a metal plate, and we're doing that with this thing. Get you on there, place the work item to make a metal plate, and we are going to heavy hit. Yeah, let's get the other one going, shall we? No, that's not what I wanted to do. I realise I could possibly have managed to keep that one running, but let's... damn it, I always hit... Oh, my hammer broke. So the other thing I need to do is make myself a hammer. Probably a bronze one, because these we go through fairly quickly. We need to get you up to temperature, add you to that, continue on making. So yeah, happily chunking along. The bees, I'm going to guess the bees are all probably ready for harvest again, but we'll get onto that. There's so many things to do in this game. It's a real proper time sink. It's a good time sink, but it's still a time sink. Almost there. Let's take you up to 900. Put you onto that. Give you a good old heavy hit. Can't get a little bit of this spread. Right, let's start doing this the sensible way. Just because. Is it the sensible way? I don't know. It's the way I'm doing it. And it's going to take a short while. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, and that is the copper plate. So then we're just going to grab, I think it is one of those. And two of those. And I believe we just do that one. Gives us a nice old copper lantern, and realistically we should probably have one of those for our offhand for when we cave. When we cave. I know you all want me to, and I will do at some point, I promise, but it scares the crap out of me. Let's see what we feel like after I've survived a temporal storm in my temporal storm shelter. That's probably the answer there, isn't it? What time is it anyway? Oh, 10 o'clock, 10:30. So let's time to have a nap, I think. But once we've got the shelter done, we will be in a much better place. So we've got a lantern, we've got a light source for the place now. We have just got to do the trapdoors, which I've already said was 11 plus 3, 14. So basically 7 lots. And then we need some corner blocks for the top, I think. I'll probably do those out of wood just because I've got a fair amount, and I should have got plenty of oak ones. I don't really want the oak though. Okay, let's do trapdoors. Shall we go with pine for starters? It doesn't matter because the trapdoors are all the same material anyway. So we do 1, 2, and if I remember rightly 3, and that gets me 2. And what did I say I needed? 11 plus 3, 14. So 6 more crafts. I don't think I've got enough in pine to do 6 more crafts. But I can hear music. I don't know where it's coming from though. It doesn't feel like it's coming from the neighbours though, which is my usual source of music unhappiness. Come here, gimme. Let's just try what happens if I mix the boards, because I've got no idea what will happen if I mix the boards, but it works. Okay, that's fine. Actually, no. Don't waste the oak. I like oak. Get 12 of those. We've got enough stickage, so that should be 14. Perfect. Taking that, we'll drop off the ladder because we don't need it. We've got the lantern. Let's go have a look at what's going out here. I don't know whether that music's coming through on the recording. My microphone's one of those odd microphones that seems to refuse to pick. Don't get me wrong, it's a bloody good microphone, and it's an expensive, well, it was an expensive microphone, not so much now, but you know, it's like all of these things, they they have a limited lifespan. Now I'd prefer to do this, I think, from the side here. And we're going to pop these like this. Now obviously that gives whatever is crossing an uninhibited things, but because of physics, yeah, you can't get through that now, can you? No. Now I've already put that wall in. I've put the I've cobbled up the floor down here. So what we need to do then is go and pop that down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. Little cough, but actually quite a big cough, real tickle. Another cough, and there we go. I can probably break that from in here because I don't need, well, I do actually need to get in and out, but that's fine because I can just take that out for now. But the day-to-day in and out will be through here over the top, and we shall basically use that. That will get me in and out. That's good. Right, the roof needs to be done. I need to put some corner slabs on there, and torch, lantern even. I don't know how good that's going to be there. What about if I put you there? Probably better. Right, so we need to get out of here. We're going to take the remainder of these cobbles and we're going to place them down on the roof, and this will make the roof unspawnable. For drifters, and then we'll come over here, and now I need, what's it, 5, 7, that's 14 plus 10, 24 stairs, and I think wooden ones will probably be okay. I'm not entirely sure how much I trust stairs and slabs in this situation, but they're only on the top, so I'm not using them for internal purposes. So that should be okay. Let's remove many. Do the right one. Let's start making these then, shall we? 1, 2, 3. So that's 1. So basically, said I needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for one edge, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, let's just do 20. That's your. Let me get rid of that for a sec. That will make me 19. 20. Let me just check I've not got any slabs of that. I have 1, so that saved me some. Thing will make you a vertical slab. That should, whilst not being 100% unspawnable, it should look better. Oh, while I'm here, let's pick up a bucket. Because we're going to want that too. Thought I heard a wolf. But I think it was actually something I heard in the real world, not in the virtual world. Right, let's deal with this for starters. Just get this in like that. Again, it's largely cosmetic. I could have just put slabs there, blocks there, and made the entire thing. Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for here? Ugly. Just done this basically, put cobbles on it. But in theory, these are unspawnable, so that's all good. And then we just come in, start over in this corner, come over to this corner, pop one in the middle. So that works. We'll put one in that corner, put one in that corner, and that's going to flow in, but it doesn't matter because we're going to block that off. And that should, and this is a big old should by the way, be a fully functioning drifter farm, because you stab through there. They can throw the odd rock through, but it's not much. As long as you don't get too close, they won't hit you. You can always the important thing not to do is not that. But you can always and if you do have problems, you know, just scroll off of it. So I'm going to grab my, well, first things first, we're going to come out here. We're going to leave that open because we're going to be coming in here in a hurry. We always need to make sure we bring food. We always need to make sure we bring healing poultices because this is an active farm. And therefore will require me to take the risk of taking some damage. I will probably have to wear my gambleized armor rather than my my lightweight leather, which, you know, is fine for the most part. However, I would like to go and see a man about a pick, and if possible an actual upgrade to my spear and or falx. So we'll take that, pop you down, go and just get rid of these blocks, and I will see you at the trader. Alright, we've got the trader. He has got a bismuth bronze or a tin bronze. He's got a black bronze falx and bismuth bronze. He hasn't really got the good bronze, has he? I mean, I could flog him some more things, not the honey, but there's a few bits and pieces we could flog him there. For example, I mean, 10 gears for a leather reinforced wooden shield. It's interesting. I'm not sure whether I want to go down that route. Bismuth bronze is 8. Tin bronze is 10. Well, it's the 450. Yeah, that's better. So we'll buy that. Busy bronze spear. Tin bronze spear. 3.8, 3.3. So the tin bronze actually does more. I'm going to look at the... Let's just buy that for a second. And then what we'll do is we're going to have a look at the... we'll have a look at spear. So a tin bronze does 3.8. A black bronze does 4. And a busy bronze does 3.3. So definitely better having a black bronze spear. Let's have a look at the falx. Because I've got a tin bronze falx, which is doing 4.3 versus 4.8. Half a point. I think I'll save the money, to be honest. Excuse me, sir. And make myself a black bronze spear rather than, because I've got the stuff. I also need to make a black bronze hammer anyway. So yeah. Anyway, let me just check how long I've been recording. I'll be back in a second. Alright, yeah, I've been going for about half an hour. I have been running long, very long on some episodes recently, so I'm going to try and claw this one back in a little bit while the going is good. I have got myself a new pickaxe, so that's nice. And I've got plans for next episode, or at least some plans for next episode, which is make a new black bronze spear and hammer. And yeah, I think that will see us through for this episode. Till next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.